What happens if you take an IQ test, not knowing at all what score you're going to get, and then be genuinely surprised with the results? You're about to find out. I think it's fair to say that the entire flat earth community are not big fans of mine. Because of what I do on a weekly basis, they are constantly pushing back and trying to discredit me any way they can. And the best way they like to do that is try and insult my intelligence. They call me stupid, they call me an idiot, uneducated, and on occasion, even the R word. And once, a flat earther even challenged me to a live IQ test in front of an audience. And that got me thinking, what actually is my IQ? I mean, I know it's not exactly the best indicator for intelligence when it comes to debunking flat earth and stuff like that, but it would put down some sort of marker and it's tangible. And the flat earthers will be able to see it, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. And I don't think I've ever done one properly. So one afternoon, I sat down at my desk, found an IQ test that seemed suitable, and got cracking. A couple of things to note here though. What you are about to see is genuinely the first and only time I took this test. And obviously I'm publishing it, otherwise you wouldn't be seeing it right now, would you? Now I'm being as transparent as possible here. So, am I a borderline genius or a dunce? Time to find out. So here we go. We're on a website called worldwide-iq-test.com. This is the official IQ test. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So I'm going to talk through why I think the answer is the answer, but as you can see, I've only got 24 minutes, so I've got to crack on. Right, which figure will logically fill the empty box in the grid? Okay, so I'm looking at these two here. These are inverted here, aren't they? The colours, so therefore we should have inverted colours here. So I am going to suggest that that is B. Okay, another similar one here. Again, they're inverted, so that would be F, wouldn't it? With the black circle in the middle rather than the white. Yep, I'm happy with F. Right, so here we have got two square. Right, so I'm thinking there's diagonal rows here. Hexagon, square, triangle, hexagon, square. So that means it has to be the black triangle. Okay, I'm seeing diagonal rows again along here. So we've got these three shapes here with diagonal lines through them. We've got clear shapes here. We've got filled shapes here. There's also a diagonal pattern this way, triangles, squares, squares. So it's got to be then, has to be a clear circle. Has to be. Because that diagonal there is clear and that's the only shape left. Clear circle. Okay. Again, we're seeing patterns here. So the top row there are one line, the second row there's two lines, the third row there are three lines. So that means it has to be either B, D or F because it's got to be three lines. Orientation, we are looking at, okay, again there's diagonal pattern. So here the orientation is diagonal that way. Here they are horizontal. What's the odds on that? So that means it has to be F. Okay, question 6. So the dot is moving, I think. So bottom, left, top, right, top, left. So that's rotating that way. Top, right. So it's got to be at the bottom. E. I'm going for E because of the rotation. I've got to pick up the pace here because time, it's 24 minutes and 35 questions, so it's less than a minute a question. Okay, so here we've got, right, so these are cut in half. Yeah, okay, so this is the direction of the cut. So the circle, if it's cut, you're left with this. The square, if it's cut, you're left with this. And whatever that shape, if it's cut down the middle, left with that. So that has to be B. Question 8. Right. So this little hand here is moving to there than there, and the dot's moving there than there. This little hand is moving from here to here, and the dot is moving from left back to right. This little hand, it's moving from here, so that's a third of it, so it's got to be to the right, to the bottom, to the left. It's got to be that one. It's got to be E. Okay, we've got a dot at the top left, 2 on the bottom right, 3 on the bottom, 2 on the bottom left, 3 on the bottom right, bottom left, bottom right, top right. So that means, and the value and the amount of dots going up as it moves. So 3, 4, so it should be 5 in the top left. 5 in the top left, perfect. Question 10, 4 minutes down. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. The time now is good. I feel like I'll need that towards the end of it. Right, so we've got 2 blocks here. This one has flipped and this one's moved along to get to here. No, that's not working. That pattern's not right. Or is it? It's flipped and that one's moved along. And then, no. Is the pattern in this direction? Flipped. Okay, I think I've got it. This one here, if you combine it with this one and that one's flipped. Sorry, if you flip the top one and combine it with that one, no, because then you'd have a left. You'd have one, that one there would be down here. It's definitely something to do with the movement of the boxes, I think, or the combining. Hang on. That's a reversal of that. That's a reversal of that. But there's no reversal of that here. Okay, now we're starting to struggle. We've reached my limit, 10 questions. Right. If that one was flipped, and then that one combined with it, that works. But if that one was flipped, it wouldn't work. And if that one was flipped, there'd be 2 on the bottom right. I'm taking too long on this question. Okay. So we're going to have to go with my sort of initial theory. That one flipped up. Okay. There's no logic in this. I'm just getting a feeling of C, but I've got to crack on. Right, okay. 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. Nothing, nothing, 1. Surely. Nothing, nothing, 1. Yes. Okay. So I think that's moving, it's rotating like that. This one's rotating like that. And if that one does the same, it'll be bottom right, E. Right. I'm not seeing any immediate patterns, although there's 3 lots of 3 arrows, 3 lots of 1 arrows, but only 2 lots of 2. So that tells me there's got to be 2 arrows, which narrows it down to A, B or C. And the direction is all different. So that's up, that's down, that's right, that's down, that's up, that's right, that's down. So it's got to be up, because there's no left. There's no arrows going left at all. And there's already a down for the 2, so I'm going up, E. Oh, I've got to get a move on. Right. They're the same, so that means they must be the same, which is this one here. Oh, what is going on here? 3. Are dots turning to boxes? Are dots turning to boxes or not? Wow, this is 1, 1, 2. So 1, 1, 1. There's 3. 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2. 3, 3. 3 boxes. Okay, when there's 1 box, it's always with 1 dot, 2 dots, and 3 dots. When there's 2 boxes, it's with 1 dot, 2 dot. Oh no. That's not right. But it's got to be 3 white boxes. And that's the only one. But then why would there be 4 dots? I'm going with my 3 box theory. I'm halfway through my time in 2 minutes. And I'm not halfway through the questions. I'm almost halfway through. Okay. This is a combination, definitely. So these 2 and these 2 make this one. This one and this one make this one. So this one and this one make D, I think it is. Just check there, that and that. Yeah, it's D. Okay. Right, I'm seeing the pattern here of it's flipped. So it's flipped and it flips the, yeah, okay. So it just flips upside down with the colours and changes direction. So that means this is going left, going right. So the black needs to be on the bottom and it needs to go left. It's like the top one, that one, B. Okay. Is this another combination one? Those combined make that. Those combined don't make that. Okay, I think if we combine that, that cancels that out. The black ring in the black circle cancels it out, so it goes white, which means if you had that and the black, it would just be a black ring, like that. I'm going for F. Okay, the black box here is moving to the right, top right, then the bottom right. The black box here is moving in a clockwise direction. So the black box here would be the top left, and there'd be no circle. There's no option for that. Top left. We're halfway through the time now. So the black box has to be top left. So what's going on here? The circle is bottom left. What's the pattern with the circle? Bottom left. It's going to stay bottom left, isn't it? Because the circle. It can't go there because the box is in the way. And it can't go there because the box is in the way. So it's got to be, yeah, okay. So it's bang, bang, top left, and the circle is bottom right. So it's E. Is this another combination one? These 2 make that? No. Yes, those 2 make that. And those 2 make that. Yeah, B. I'm panicking about the time. I don't know if I should panic about the time. Okay, I'm seeing, I don't know if this is part of it, but this down here spells 2. that doesn't really spell 1. It's got to be something else. Okay, that there. This and this. No. I'm wondering if it's another combination one, but I don't think it is. Although if I put those two together, the lines cancel out and you'll have a box. If I put those two together, the lines cancel out and you'd have, yeah, okay. So if I put these two together, this little line would cancel out here. There'd be one up there and that would cancel out, which makes it that. Has to be that. Yep, I'm going for A. 22, 9.5 minutes left to get these last 13 questions done. Okay, the black is moving in a clockwise direction again, so the black has to be top left. And the shaded area is always top right unless the black is in there. So that has to be here. And there's only one black, so there can't be two blacks, so I'm going D. Okay, we've got 3 different, so there's small bars on the left, the middle, the right. Okay, yeah, the bar's changing position. So the bar's got to be in the middle, and the tall one has to be on the right for this sequence for it to make sense, so C. Okay, this is another combination one, so these two combined make this, these two combined make that, and these two combined. Now, is it going to be a lines cancel out job? Because if it is, it's going to be D, and if it isn't, there's no other option, so it has to be D. Because these two lines cancel out, so it's got to be D. Right, what's going on here? So we've got squares down the left. We've got, oh, I'm not really sure on this one. The only thing I can think of is there's 2 curvy lines here and there's 2 sides of the square that are curved. There's 2 curvy lines here and there's sort of like the equivalent 2 sides of the square curved, which means if it was here, there'd be an inverse at the top and 2 on the sides, which would be C. That's all I can go off, so I'm going to go for it. 3, 2, okay, black dots, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. 2 black dots and 2 white dots. It can't be their position, they're all over the place. 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. It's got to be. Okay, another combination one. So these two combined make this, these two combined make that, and these two combined make that D. Okay, these are changing orientation in a diagonal way. So this is kind of rotating 90 degrees to get to that, and if it rotated another 90 degrees, it would be facing up, and the bulge would be on the bottom right. But that's not there. Oh yes, it is. C. Of course it is. Right, so clearly there's a central straight line in the middle, which is fine. Now we've got 1, 2, 3 for black dots, 2, 1. Okay. So there's 3 black dots on the bottom here, 2 black ones, and 1 that makes 3, but that makes those 2 can. Okay, there's something going on here with the cancelling out again, I think. So the black and the white here cancels out to nothing, and the black and white cancels out to nothing. But then you would have 2 white dots down here. Okay, I'm conscious of time here, and I'm not 100% sure on this one, so I'm going to have to take a quick guess. I'm going to go C. Right. What's going on here? These are definitely getting harder now. Okay, I think so. If you combine the top one and the bottom one, the bottom 2 cancel each other out, and you're left with those 2 in the middle there. If you combine the top one and the bottom one, yes. Okay, so if we combine, these 3 cancel out, and you'll have 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Perfect. C. Dear, oh dear, come on. This is another. I'm not 100% sure on this one. I'm going to have to take a guess and go with B just because of the time. Top, left, right. That doesn't work. 2 line. Hang on, that line's moving around the box there. No. Okay, I'm not sure again, so I'm going to have another guess and go with D. 3 questions to go. Wow, not a clue on this one. So we've got some triangles going on here, but I can't really see a pattern. 2, 3, 2 lines. What? No. Just going to give myself 20 more seconds because that means that we've got a minute for each of the last questions. I'm not really seeing anything. I can't see any combinations, any pattern changes. Yeah, I'm going to have to guess. Okay. 2, 1, 3. 2. So I'm seeing top, the squares on the top, the bottom, and then the top, the bottom, then the top, the top, the bottom, then the top. So the squares have to be on the top, which they all are anyway. Adding a square there. No, there's no real. So 3. Oh, hang on. No. It's another guess. I'm going D. Okay, last question. I've got 1 minute and 13 seconds to try and figure this one out, although it looks horrendously difficult. Hang on. If you flip this one and combine it with this one. Sorry, if you flip this one and combine it with that one, they cancel out. Flip that, yeah, they do. So if you flip this one and combine it with that one, they cancel out, which means we should have, oh dear, 34 seconds, come on. So if we're flipping this one, it's B or E because of that. So we're flipping, I'm going E. Okay, I had to fill in a few bits and pieces and pay a small fee, and as you can see, there it is. My IQ is 113. I wouldn't have thought that 113 was that high, but from here they're saying I've got a superior intelligence and that I have a higher IQ than 80.7% of the population. You have superior cognitive abilities which allow you to have a successful academic career in the field you have chosen. This is because of your high level of problem solving and abstract reasoning skills, and when given some details you tend to see the whole picture that is invisible to others. According to some authors, typical occupations with this intelligence level are school teachers, pharmacists, accountants and managers. Funnily enough, I have been a manager in my previous working life, and I wanted to be a teacher too. So here we go. The average IQ they say is 100, mine's 113, and then obviously you're getting into real high values, 140, 150, 160, which hardly anyone has. Your IQ score is approximate, which means your IQ could be higher or lower than the given value, but there's a 95% probability that your true score is within a plus or minus 3 range of the given value. Fair enough. Okay, there we go. What do we think? 113. Now, I'm not ashamed of that. I'm happy to... it seems like a low score, but given what the information they've said there, it seems to be well above average. So, there we go. My IQ is 113. Probably not good enough to get into Mensa, but I'm happy with that all the same. Thanks very much for watching. It's been another great one. The Saturday sessions I'm really enjoying. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.